Hi guys, it's Jono here from Silicon Dales. Just thought I'd do a quick video. I'm just on the road, just after Christmas, and I've driven from Adelaide to Melbourne to visit my family and their kids for a bit of a break and see everyone as you do, sort of in holiday mode as you can see, unshaven and all the rest, but that's all fine. And I'm just on my way back now from Melbourne to Adelaide, and it's an 8-hour drive, so yeah, it's given me a bit of a time to think about my own business and our own business for 2014. But I just thought, having a bit of think about it, there's a few things that might be really helpful for everyone who's got a website or an online business, and what you need to look at for your business in 2014, and what's working, what's not, what we expect to continue to work, and what are some things that might not be so great anymore. So obviously there's been some recent updates this year with Penguin 2.1 and then Hummingbird, and then there's been a recent update just before Christmas with the Google Authorship update that some people are calling it. You may have noticed that sometimes when you look at search results on Google, there's a little thumbnail to the left of a photo of someone, and that's Google Authorship HTML markup. And with the current or the recent update just before Christmas, a lot of those websites and pages with authorship thumbnail have disappeared, or thumbnails disappeared. The web page is still there, and we had some sites that the thumbnail stayed alongside the listing, and others that have disappeared. And we're quite having a look at it and talking to our colleagues. It's quite apparent that it had a lot to do with domain authority, and the domains that had higher authority or higher domain authority certainly kept their authorship thumbnail a lot better than others that didn't. So that's just one thing, a bit of an indication of what's coming with the importance of domain authority for websites and for online properties. There's been also a lot of talk recently on blogs and other big SEO websites that maybe linking is dead and SEO is dead, and now you just need to do social and you'll be okay. We don't think that's necessarily true. In fact, we know it's not necessarily true. We've done a lot of research. We have a lot of our own domains and our clients' domains, and you have to, moving forward, is a big part of what's going to help with success is creating your web property holistically. So you're not just dealing with a website or just a Facebook page or just a Weebly blog or something like that. You need to look at everything holistically. You need to integrate it properly. And then you'll have a much better chance of actually building that trust and domain authority and having more success, and then obviously ranking higher, more sales, etc., etc. So firstly, socials obviously is really important. We're not saying it's not important at all. It's very important. It's just the way you do it. It's not good enough just to create a Facebook status update or tweet once a day or weekly. That needs to be done. That's important, but you also need to be able to make sure you integrate those social network properties together properly. So you link them together properly, and they talk to each other essentially, and they're back to your website, and they also need to talk to other properties. So the integration and the linking between them and the way you do it is really important. And that, if it was happening as it should, when people talk about you naturally online, if they talk about you on a Facebook page, they might link to your Facebook page. But then if you put a video up, they might even make a comment on a video that you have on YouTube. So you've got a link from your Facebook page going to your YouTube channel. And Google Plus is very important for obvious reasons. It's Google. If you work with Google, they reward you handsomely if you work with them in the right way. So yeah, these are things you need to look at to have success with your online business. And then obviously your on-site optimization needs to be where it needs to be, and you need to make sure you utilize all the tools you've got to do that. Like I said, there's talk that linking's dead. Linking will always work while linking is a form of people talking about your business. It's just how you do it. It's no good to just spam your website with links, and especially irrelevant links, and hope that that's going to help your page ranking or your domain authority. You need to do it properly. It needs to be relevant. It needs to be natural, at least natural looking, and you need to really go in a little bit deeper with your linking campaigns, as someone would be linking to your site naturally. If you had a website with your small business that they'll find you somewhere else and then might write a comment and then link back to your website. So all those things are really important. Again, this is nothing new. This is just stuff everyone needs to be aware of. And a lot of SEO people talk about this, and small business owners talk about this, but actually doing it properly is another thing. And sometimes it can be easy just to throw a few links out there and quickly do it and expect results when you need to take the time. So do your linking campaigns and research properly, and you'll have obviously a much greater chance of success. Also, video is going great guns at the moment. You should certainly look at utilising Google's. It's over a year old now, but it's only really started becoming very popular, is by using Google Hangouts. And essentially these are a way of branding or personally branding yourself and your website or your web property or business. You can interview people. Essentially, it's a video platform, but you can actually in real time broadcast yourself and your content out to the world, and then it's recorded and that goes straight to your YouTube channel, and it comes with an embed code, and you can embed it anywhere over the net and get it out there to the masses really, really quickly. And again, it's a Google product, so Google loves it. Syndication. This is something that people are a little bit scared about sometimes, I think, with the risk of duplication. But as long as it's being syndicated properly and for the right in the right way and for the right purpose, it works really well. Use sites like Storify, where you can syndicate your content, and Scoop It is another great one. We use it a lot, and we have it's a really great way. Not only does it broaden your network of your content, but you get lots of proper links back to your sites. It's just another way that works really well. So there's a lot of things to discuss and talk about in 2014, what's working and what's not. But like I said earlier, the main point is to think about your websites and your online presence holistically. So it's not just one website anymore that you're trying to rank in the search engines. Essentially, it won't rank in the search engines unless you start thinking about all the other things that need to go into it, such as your social and syndicating your content and using video and just being a little bit smart, like a normal business would in the offline world. There's a network of people you use and talk to and discuss, and your suppliers and all those sort of things. You need to think of it similarly with your web properties. So, and that's what Google are looking at. That's the way the web's moving, the more semantic type of how the web works. So I hope that gives you a bit of an idea of what we're thinking of for 2014. We want to be successful and continue to grow, and I'm sure if you've got a website or web property, you certainly do as well. So like I said, 8 hours is a long time to think, so it's I've got plenty more to do. A bit more time before I get home, so I'm sure I'll come up with a lot more I can put down on paper. Hope you had a good Christmas, and we'll speak to you later on.